Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be taking you through my recovery skincare routine. This is my nourishing skincare routine that I like to do when I'm giving my skin a break from the actives. Sometimes I might do this for a few days, a week, or maybe just one evening or one morning, a couple of days a week, depending on what my skin needs. Now, like most of you guys, I love to use active ingredients such as vitamin C, AHA or BHA exfoliating acids, and also retinol at the night. But it's important to kind of let your skin recover and rest from these types of ingredients, because then it lets the skin heal and then it really starts to come together and look really good and healthy. If you are new here and you love skincare, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and you can also ring the bell if you would like to be notified every time I upload a new video. So it's currently Saturday, so I like to make a ritual out of this if it's on the weekend or in the evening and I want to pamper myself a little bit. So sometimes I'll light a candle or I'll take a few drops of CBD oil. This is the Apothem CBD Day Drops. So they're basically the fundamental CBD drops in MCT oil that you can take at any time of the day, and it will just help calm you and relax you. So that's really nice, just to get me in the mood for a nice, relaxing, pampering skincare routine. Also during this time, I like to use a nice cleanser that feels like a treat on my skin. So tonight I'm going to use the African Botanics Fleur de Rose Cream Cleanser. This is lovely. It's definitely a luxurious product, so it's not something that I would use every single day. So in moments like this, when I'm trying to make it kind of extra special and extra pampering, I will use this. You can use this morning or night. It literally smells like you are smelling roses. For me, I think that skincare is it's not just about looking after my skin, it's about looking after myself. And it is like I don't know, it's like my me time, it's like my self-care time. So in addition to looking after my skin, which is a healthy thing to do, but it also kind of, it makes you look better. But for me, it's definitely a ritualistic time to really kind of look after myself, de-stress, and just have a nice, relaxing moment to myself. Okay, so now that I've spent some time massaging the cleanser into my face, I'm just going to gently wipe it off with a wet washcloth. Now, one thing that I've learned that I kind of wasn't doing properly in the past is I was a little bit too rough with the washcloth. So now I just barely add or apply any pressure. I just very gently wipe it, and it will still kind of give some exfoliation. But I think that in the past, I can sometimes just be a little bit heavy-handed naturally. So I think I was kind of rubbing a bit too hard, and in that case you may as well be using a grainy scrub or a cleansing like wipe or whatever, those wipes that some people use that aren't necessarily good for the skin because they're a bit abrasive and aggressive. So now I've kind of taught myself just to really gently wipe the skin. So I just gave my face a little splash of water, and then I'll just gently pat dry. So I'm feeling really nice and relaxed right now, and just kind of enjoying taking this time out of my day to look after myself. So I'm going to get started with my water-based serums now, working on hydration and skin repair. So first of all, I'm going to use the Glossier Super Pure Niacinamide Plus Zinc. This will help hydrate the skin, and even though it's not like a typical hyaluronic acid product, the ingredients in this will still help hydrate the skin. And what's nice about niacinamide is it's got many different benefits. It helps even out the skin, it helps with redness, but it also helps repair the skin, but without really kind of putting it in a state of repair or trauma whatsoever. So that's really, really nice. So I just add a few drops. And then normally what I do is just give my skin a second for everything, just to kind of absorb very, very slightly before I go in with the next layer. The next water-based serum that I'm going to apply is the Inkey Collagen Booster, which I have here. I am really liking this. So this has got peptides in. It's very lightweight and liquidy, just like the niacinamide. And the combination of hydrating ingredients and the peptides will repair the skin and help it produce more collagen with continued use. In order for the skin to create more collagen, it takes time. So you need to be looking after your skin using these types of ingredients for months and months before the skin can really develop more collagen. So that's it for the water-based serums. Now I'm going to move on to something slightly richer. I've got the Inkey Q10, which I'm really enjoying at the moment. I actually did a review on this in a recent video, so I will link that up above. And this is going to give me more hydration, but it's also going to nourish the skin as well. A little bit goes a long way with this. I'm just going to apply that much. So you can see now, starting to move on to slightly heavier textures, but I must say this is still very light. This is like a lightweight moisturiser. Next up, I'm going to do something which some of you might completely disagree with. I'm going to go in with the Pyunkang Essence Toner. Now, typically you apply essences at the first stage of your skincare routine after cleansing. But now that I've added a few layers, I've put a very lightweight moisturiser on. I want this to go on top. Now, the moisturiser is not really going to let it go into my skin, but I don't really want it to at this stage. I want something very lightweight that is actually going to sit on the surface of my skin. So that's why I like to apply this at a later stage in the skincare routine. And now I'm going to go in with a little bit of eye cream, a really nice eye cream that I like to use when I just want to nourish. I've got some other ones that contain vitamin C or retinol, but I like the Glossier Bubble Wrap because this is just basically hydration, antioxidants, and peptides. So it's really nice, lightweight and nourishing. It's fragrance free, which I think is always important with an eye cream. To seal all that nourishing goodness in, I like to go in with a few drops of oil. I'm going to use the Votary Super Seed Facial Oil. I've used about half of this. This is a small size, it's only 15 ml. Now this is quite an expensive product and a little goes a long way with this oil. Literally 2 or 3 drops is enough. And I actually really like it in this small size because it still lasts a long time. It's a little bit more of a manageable purchase. And, you know, it just means that you can replenish a fresh bottle without it having been on your shelf for too long. I love this stage now where my skin starts to look really kind of saturated with products. I just love it. Some people might think I look like a grease ball right now, but I love it and my skin soon drinks it all up. To finish up, I'm going to apply some lip balm. You can use any type of lip balm. I often like super simple ones. I love the La Roche-Posay Nutritic. It's affordable. It is just good for the skin, but it's also very, very basic. But today for my lips, I'm going to use the Laneige Special Care Lip Sleeping Mask that is quite famous. I spoke about this in previous videos saying that I didn't think it was that great. I sort of stand by what I said. It's actually better than I thought it was after using it a little bit, but I still don't think that it is like a holy grail product. But I've got it. I don't want to throw it away. It's a lip product, so it's not like I can really gift it to someone that might prefer it, because that's a bit gross. So I just want to use it up so it doesn't go to waste. But I'm not entirely sure if I would repurchase it. But it does kind of work. But for me personally, I'm not sure if it's as great as I thought it would be. So that's it for my nourishing recovery skincare routine. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Good night.